Good Monday evening, September 23rd, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Because of a controlled burn, Wenatchee Valley residents could see some smoke rising from South Chelan County this week. 2 weeks after it began, the Swalk Creek fire, which started near the peak of Blewett Pass, is now more than 70% contained. Expect another nice day tomorrow with rain showers and wind on Wednesday. Your local weather forecast is straight ahead. Three people are in custody after an alleged drive-by shooting on Sunday. Moses Lake Police and the Grant County Sheriff's Office say two of the suspects are juveniles and one a 19-year-old male. Around 12:15 p.m., a car pulled up to a home in the 900 block of Lowry Drive in the Larson community, where the occupants of the car allegedly flashed gun signs and the backseat passenger fired 2 rounds. The vehicle sped away, only to be stopped by police later on when they drove down a dead-end street in Moses Lake. Jesus Cervantes of Moses Lake was the adult suspect arrested. Police say he's believed to be the person who fired the gun. He now faces multiple criminal counts. Wenatchee Valley residents could see some smoke rising from South Chelan County this week, but there's no need to fear. The county's Natural Resources Department is conducting a 62-acre controlled burn on public land near Upper Basin and Pole Flats Road. The land is part of the Stamilt Community Forest. The controlled fire is meant to enhance forest health and reduce the risk of uncontrolled wildfires in the future. Officials say no start date has been set, but will announce when it's decided. The fire will be closely monitored with partner agencies, including the Department of Natural Resources. Chelan County Commissioner candidate Brad Hawkins has received endorsements from several local and former mayors. Hawkins has served in the state Senate since 2016 and became a commissioner candidate for District 3 after a court-ordered redrawing of the 12th district and its neighboring districts. Wenatchee Mayor Mike Poyer, East Wenatchee Mayor Gerald Crawford, Cashmere Mayor Jim Fletcher, and Leavenworth Mayor Carl Floria have all thrown their support behind Hawkins. Former Wenatchee Mayor Frank Kuntz and former Mayor of Chelan Mike Cooney have also endorsed Hawkins for commissioner. Hawkins came in first during the August primary election, earning 59.71% of the vote, ahead of property developer Flint Hartwig, who came in second with 15.8% of the vote. Dan Evans, the governor of Washington for a dozen years, who went on to serve as its U.S. Senator, died on Friday. Evans, a moderate Republican in a heavily Democratic state, made friends on both sides of the aisle as governor from 1965 to 1977 and was the only governor to be elected 3 times until Jay Inslee matched his record in 2020. He was the first governor to create a State Department of Ecology, which became a model for the EPA. He became president of Evergreen State College, served out the Senate term left after the death of Henry Scoop Jackson until 1988, and went to become a regent of the University of Washington. Dan Evans was 98 years old. When we come back, autumn is time for local governments to begin adjusting their budgets, and Chelan County kicked off that process today. And Wenatchee Valley College is switching to mobile parking permits. More on that coming up. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
It's a great time to go into the medical profession, and this is the perfect place to start, because this is going to provide you that basic understanding in order to get into medical school, physical therapy school. So when you are ready to head on your career pathway, wherever it is, then you've already had some experience and say, oh, it's so cool. This is exactly what I want to do. So really, you're going to leave me with 13 college credits and a license with the state of Washington.
Hi, I'm Mike Steele, and I've been honored to serve you as our state representative for District 12 for the last 8 years. With experience in several leadership roles in civic organizations, as well as being a lifelong resident, I've championed projects that have made a difference in our community. I plan to continue the progress we've made together.
Re-elect Mike Steele, your voice in Olympia. Together we can achieve more. Visit votemikesteele.com. Paid for by the citizens to elect Mike Steele.
Do you hate getting called by Medicare telemarketers? Well, this October, your phone is going to be ringing off the hook because we will be experiencing a huge Medicare change. Now, for the last 20 years, Springwater Insurance has been helping those of you on Medicare. So just say no to those telemarketers by not answering their ads. Instead, call a local agent like Springwater Insurance, who's been helping for 20 years. So give us a call at Springwater. We can meet at one of our 5 offices or give us a call.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue.
As Chelan's premier lifestyle store, Willow, find unique home decor, clothing, jewelry, and more. Come visit for a welcoming and memorable shopping experience.
Lake Chelan Sports is the place to find top brands like Hoka, Ons, Patagonia, and now a full line of Warrior products. With excellent customer service, Lake Chelan Sports has what you need.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district.
2 weeks after it began, the Swalk Creek fire, which started near the peak of Blewett Pass, is more than 70% contained. Incident managers say the human-caused fire reached 348 acres in size after it was sparked in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest near the Swalk campgrounds just south of Liberty. Highway 97 was closed intermittently during firefighting activities. As of Sunday, the fire is being handled by a Type 4 incident team from the U.S. Forest Service. They plan to spend today improving containment lines and patrolling for hot spots in the fire zone. Autumn is time for local governments to begin adjusting their budgets, and Chelan County kicked off that process today. County commissioners oversee a budget of roughly $55 million a year. The board is required to hold budget hearings with more than 30 county departments in order to establish their individual budgets for 2025. Commissioners held hearings today with the county's coroner, assessor, juvenile detention agency, and other offices. More hearings are scheduled between now and November 4th, when the county commissioners must submit a preliminary budget to the auditor's office. The deadline to finalize the county budget is December 16th. Wenatchee Valley College is switching to mobile parking permits. The college is implementing a new system called Honk that uses QR codes to purchase permits. The QR codes are available on the parking lot signage throughout the Wenatchee campus, and visitors can input their license plates to purchase a permit. Day passes are $2, quarterly passes are $25, quarterly night passes are $15, and other options are available for employees and non-reserved permits. All vehicles parked on the Wenatchee campus need a valid parking permit or day pass purchased through Honk to park in visitor parking for more than 30 minutes if visitors do not have a courtesy guest pass. Coming up next, Our Shared Democracy is a coalition of 9 community organizations that aims to promote civic engagement in North Central Washington. We'll have more on that coming up in tonight's feature story. Unseasonably warm weather on tap for Tuesday with showers and wind in the forecast on Wednesday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Thank you for trusting Abby's Legendary Pizza for 60 years. Your hard-earned money supports hundreds of youth working at our parlors, dozens and dozens of nonprofits and school teams throughout the area. At Abby's, doing good in the neighborhood has never tasted so delicious. Can you smell it? It's not arugula and pear. It's bacon, and cheddar. Yep. Everybody's favorite pizza is back on sale this month at Abby's, loaded with 2 kinds of bacon and real cheddar cheese. Enjoy Abby's September special at a very special price.
Enjoy the sounds of summer from your very own pool and spa. Blue Lagoon is now scheduling pool installations for this summer. Call today to schedule a free consultation for a custom San Juan fiberglass pool. And let the experts at Blue Lagoon handle the construction, installation, and regular maintenance. Turn your boring backyard into vacation paradise this summer with industry-leading San Juan pool. No need to go off the deep end. Relax knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa.
Public notice! With summer ending, there's never a better time than now to get your new or used RV at Click It RV. New RVs for $199 over invoice, and used RVs priced below Blue Book. Top brands like Grand Design, Winnebago, Rockwood, and more. Priced at deals you'll never see again. No payments until 2025 and low, first time ever interest rates for the summer end liquidation sale. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
Trades welcome. Don't miss this liquidation event going on now at a Click It RV store near you. Click It RV.
Our Shared Democracy is a coalition of 9 community organizations that aims to promote civic engagement in North Central Washington. Throughout the summer, they've been hosting events focusing on voter education and helping people build skills around difficult conversations. Last week, the group partnered with the county auditors to explain the mail-in ballot system and help folks register to vote. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE's Casey Safford spoke with Alicia Odell from North Central Washington Libraries and Jess Ingman from Faith Action Network to learn more about the organization.
To start off, would you mind telling us a bit about our Shared Democracy? When was the group formed and how did the idea for it come about?
The whole, I guess, like some of the beginnings of our Shared Democracy emerged about a year ago as the Interfaith Justice Coalition was starting to form. And our group, which is made up of people of diverse faiths, people of conscience, gathering around equity issues, said, what if we could create some sort of big tent experience or opportunity that went beyond political divides, religious divides, language divides, economic divides, like what could really bring us all together? And we were talking about, well, our democracy. And we knew a big election was coming up the following year. So we started a small work group and started to imagine, well, what's already happening here around civic engagement? And then is there a unique gap that we could fill as an interfaith group, as a nonpartisan group, to just add to our civic life? So it's taken a while to form, but along the way we kept meeting really amazing community partners, such as the libraries that Alicia represents and others that really encouraged us to keep going and keep building. And so that's some of the journey that got us here today.
Can you give us a little more insight as to what organizations and people from what groups are a part of this?
So I mentioned the Interfaith Justice Coalition. That is a new and emerging group of people of faith and conscience that we meet once a month, and we work on a variety of local justice issues, but really trying to bring together the lens of diverse faith experiences. Then in addition to that, Thriving Together North Central Washington, which focuses on whole health and health equity, has been working with us. We also have One Region, Many Voices, which is part of Our Valley, Our Future, Braver Angels, Faith Action Network, which is a statewide organization that I work with, and maybe I'll let Alicia talk about the libraries.
So we have the NCW Libraries is also proud to be a part of this. We're working with the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center to work with us, and then Rural People's Voices as well. I think that's
rounded us out.
Yes.
Great. So do you guys have a headquarter location? Where does your committee meet to conduct business and plan out ways to implement your mission?
It's very grassroots.
Yes. Different coffee shops throughout the different meeting spaces in Wenatchee Valley. And I would say just, again, like the libraries have been huge for us because they are, providing spaces and infrastructure. But I mean, Wenatchee Valley College. I mean, we'll go anywhere. Really,
it will host us.
Yeah.
All right, great. So lastly, what would you say is motivating voters today?
Do you want to take that one first, or do you want me to?
It's such a big question. I think that I think what I have really seen through working with like specifically the Dispute Resolution Center and hosting this Curious Conversations series and having so much demand that we offered it 3 times, it's like I see people as being really wanting to be engaged, wanting to be a part of the conversation. People want, they value their rights, they value the safety and rights of others, and want to be more engaged and active in the conversation. And I think that you talk so beautifully about belonging and the work of seeking belonging, and I think I think there's been a lot of disconnect in society, and coming back with this civic engagement and voting is people want to be more connected.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Monday and a great weekend too. Weather wasn't too bad out there. In fact, we warmed up a bunch getting in today, kind of like we thought would happen when we got together back on Friday. But boy, today, our first full day of fall and lots of blue sky out there. We did see a smattering of clouds, but generally lots of sunshine and warm temperatures looking down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera. And I'll tell you what, nice tomorrow as well, but then some weather changes as we get into Wednesday. Our temperatures are going to stay mild, but boy, an area of low pressure is going to drop down into Montana, and that is going to kick our winds up possibly between 30 and 35 miles an hour here in the Wenatchee Valley. Same goes for Moses Lake and for you folks up in Omak. So we could see some very windy conditions getting into Wednesday with some rain showers, and we'll talk about that coming up too. I mentioned really nice tomorrow, partly cloudy. We could see temperatures in the mid, maybe even upper 80s in some areas tomorrow. Wednesday with that shower activity, still going to be warm, but I think we'll be closer to that 80-degree reading on Wednesday, and then we will cool down at least 10 degrees as we get into Thursday. Still a little breezy on Thursday, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, boy, things look nice with mostly sunny skies and temperatures pretty much where they should be for this time of year, into those lower 70s. I'll tell you what, today's high temperature, 10 degrees above where we should be, 84 unofficially, 74 is our normal high, 90 our record high, and that was set in 1974. We were 57 this morning, very mild. 50 is our normal low temperature, and 36 our record low, set in 1996. Sunrise this morning, 10 minutes to 7, and it will set tonight at 5 minutes to 7. So we're almost at that 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of light. All right, temperatures as we get into tomorrow. It doesn't even seem like fall with these Tuesday temperatures. 87 for Moses Lake and Ephrata. Also Quincy, you will hit 87 tomorrow. 86 for Wenatchee, Eniat, and Chelan, and even mid-80s for Leavenworth. 82 high temperature tomorrow up in Lake Wenatchee, and we don't expect much for wind. Tomorrow is just going to be a beauty. Tonight, mostly clear skies. It will be mild out there. You can see the top of our ridge right over the Pacific Northwest, and that'll keep us mostly clear tonight with low temperatures very nice, around 60 degrees for our low. On Tuesday, sunny and unseasonably warm, clear skies going all the way east into the Dakotas, and it is going to be beautiful with high temperatures in the mid and maybe even upper 80s for Tuesday. By the time we get to Wednesday, though, here's our ridge, and here's that trough of low pressure dropping down into the panhandle of Idaho and Montana. It's going to kick off some shower activity, also very windy conditions. We have about a 30% chance that we'll see that rain on Wednesday. For Thursday, sunny and much, much cooler as our high pressure goes away and this area of low pressure begins to move down. High temperatures on Thursday in the low 70s, and if that seems cool, that's about where we should be for this time of year. For football Friday, mostly sunny. We'll call it seasonal with high temperatures again in the low 70s. Should be a nice night for football on Friday night. And then as we get you into our first full weekend of fall, it's going to be beautiful. Mostly sunny skies. A little bit cooler though. Notice the airflow coming down almost straight down from the north. That'll keep our temperatures down a bit, but still high temperatures around 70 degrees. Not too bad. Sunday, sunny and mild. High pressure at least holding on for a another day or so, with high temperatures on Sunday still nice into those low 70s. All right, your 7-day forecast, 61 overnight tonight. Look at that, 86 tomorrow, sunshine, our low 62 degrees for Tuesday. Not bad for Wednesday temperature-wise, but we are going to see a lot of wind and 30% chance of rain showers, 82. Then we'll cool down about 10 degrees Thursday right through Sunday with mostly sunny to sunny skies and temperatures generally in the low 70s. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCWLIFE app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCWLIFE app now.
Dan Kuntz filling in for Eric Gresham this week with sports. 6 games left now. In baseball's regular season, the Mariners blew a great chance to gain a little ground on Houston yesterday. A walk-off victory for the Texas Rangers, 6-5 was the final. So the Mariners, with 6 games left, are 2 games out of the last American League wildcard spot. They're 5 out of first-place Houston in the division. Again, 6 games remaining. Seattle closes out the season with 3 games at first-place Houston beginning tonight, and then they finish up at home against the Athletics.
2-2. Base hit! And it's going to plate 2. Victor Robles influencing another Mariner opportunity. This has really been something for him. Bad finger and all. Knots in 2. Mariner lead doubled up to 4-0. He's got 25 RBI now.
As Langford hits a ball hard left field. Rosarena looks up. It's gone! Well, there's that Rangers offense. A 3-run blast by the rookie, Wyatt Langford.
Lately, he's been in such a good position with his mechanics that he's ready to hit anything. And if he sees a breaking ball in the middle of the plate early, he's firing. And that was just a missile out of this ballpark to left center.
That ball well struck deep out to right field. That should tie the game. It's gone! Tavares with his 12th home run of the season, and he knocks this one up at 5. When he gets him, he gets him.
He really does. And this plays right into his bat path, the breaking ball that he catches out front. He's got some pop in there, and he's showing it off right there.
And there's a swing and a ground ball by third. That's a base hit. Here comes Leone, and the Rangers win it. What a way to wrap up the regular season at home for the defending world champs with their 10th walk-off win of the year.
Simeon looks for it. He gets it in the middle of the strike zone, and he is able to keep it fair just inside the bag at third base to send these fans home happy.
Mariners open their 3-game series, of course, against Houston tonight, 5:10. First pitch, Bryce Miller will toe the rubber for the Mariners. Angels beat the Astros 9-8. There was the big Mariner chance there. Yankees beat the Athletics in the last game ever in Oakland. They'll play in Sacramento starting next year. Geno Smith threw for 389 yards and a 71-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf. Zach Charbonnet rushed for a couple of TDs. Seattle beat Miami, beat them good, 24-3 yesterday. Seattle is 3-0 for the first time since 2020, and now they get an extra week to prepare. Monday Night Football. Next week, they'll be in the Motor City to take on the Detroit Lions. To the NFC West scoreboard, look who's up by 2 games. The Seattle Seahawks. Hard to believe it's early in the season, but with the Seahawks winning, the Cardinals losing, and the Rams upsetting the 49ers, the Seahawks are in first place in the NFC West. College football scoreboard took 2 overtimes on Friday night, but Washington State pulled out the victory over San Jose State. Huskies crushed Northwestern at Husky Stadium. They had a 3-hour weather delay, but eventually Central Washington got going and they beat West Texas A&M, and Nevada crushed Eastern Washington 49-14. Local sports. Well, it took 12 quarters and 3 games, but the new coach of the Wenatchee Panther football team finally got the Gatorade bath, so to speak. It was water. They don't allow Gatorade on field turf. Panthers shut out Eisenhower in the second half. They knock off the Cadets Friday night at Leib-off the field of the Apple Bowl. The final was 42-21. Grant Olson, Brandon Harley, and Eric Granstrom had the call.
Approaching 2 minutes left. Here's Cunningham. No, it's Spurrier. He faked everyone out. He will take it in from 42 yards. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
Inside zone read. Quarterback looks for the end to see if there's a defensive end there. There wasn't anybody home, so he could see it there. Defensive end ran inside, lost contain, and athletic quarterback like that, 42-yard touchdown.
First down and goal for the Panthers. Branham, the snap, rolling to his right. Plenty of blockers out there in the end zone. You called it, Coach Brandon. Touchdown to Cook in the end zone from 7 yards. For the Panthers. Can get a first down.
Same route, there it is.
To Cook, touchdown, Panthers, 6 yards rather. Branham to Cook.
DB lined up inside man coverage. Cook actually threw his hand up to make it look like it was a fade, planted, cut back to the pylon, touchdown.
Bobbled snap, ball still loose and the Panthers come up with it. Panther football on that fumble. Number 11, that's Austin Vanderkoy.
And Johnny on the spot, right where it needed to be.
Boy, exactly. Here we go, second down and 3. It's Matheson again, left side, strolls into the end zone, touchdown, Panthers. Branham, fake handoff, now going deep into the end zone, wide open receiver in the end zone, touchdown, Panthers, Griffin Butler on the reception. Much there, does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will do it, and they got him. First win of his career as Wenatchee head coach.
What a game tonight. Started off with that kickoff return. Tell us what happened there.
Sure, I just got amazing blocks from my teammates. I had total confidence in them the whole way, and they just set it up beautifully.
Talk about your 2 touchdown catches. Looked like very similar plays on your pattern. Looked like you had that guy no matter what was going to happen.
Yes, sir. That's a super hard route to cover because I'm going deep. It looks like they're going to throw it right over the top and then come back, hit the front pylon. Amazing throw by a quarterback, and yeah. Yep.
What does this mean to get a Big 9 win for your coach tonight? I saw that you had the Gatorade bath for him.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, we expected it. We came out to play. That second half was definitely amazing because we didn't let them have any points. But moving on to Moses Lake next week, I hope we keep the momentum going.
All right, to the scoreboard in the Big 9 we go. Eastmont scored on a safety on a bad punt. With 42 seconds left to beat Davis in Yakima, the gateway to Wapato. The final there was 22-10, 22-20. Moses Lake over Sunnyside. West Valley knocked off Sela. In CWAC action, your winners: Prosser on Thursday. Freda got by Ellensburg on Friday. Othello beat Grandview Toppenish over Quincy. South Central Athletic Conference. Kashmir crushed College Place on the road. Cascades' long losing streak is over. They had lost 15 straight games, but they beat Natchez Valley. Corona Benton over Wahluke. Zilla over Wapato. By the way, Royal beat Connell on Saturday. To the CWAC, the Caribou Trail League, I should say. Blaine shut out Chelan 27-0. Cascade again over Natchez Valley. Big victory for the Kodiaks. Good for them. OMAC took care of Colville. Central Washington 2B, your winners, Okanagan, Brewster, and Liberty Bell. On Saturday, Warden beat Tenaska, by the way, 22-21. Prep football scoreboard, we still got more to get to. A lot of games. Wopanet beat Brewster on Thursday. Friday, it was Orville, Antioch, Moses Lake Christian, and Odessa crushing Waterville Mansfield 68-14. Prep volleyball, lots of sweeps. Kashmir, Wenatchee, Manson, all sweeping. Adna took care of Brewster, and in the championship of the tournament that Manson was playing in, Adna upsets the Manson Trojans in prep volleyball over the weekend. The final there was 3-2. Prep soccer scoreboard from over the weekend. Eastmont doubled up on Sunnyside. Moses Lake dispatched West Valley. Eisenhower knocked off Davis. The Panthers had the weekend off. Look at that Kashmir score, 17-0 in soccer over Wapato. Gil, figure that one out on the prep soccer scoreboard. Also, your winners from over the weekend: Grandview, Prosser, Sela in the smaller schools. Lakeside From 9 Mile Falls losing to Quincy, it was Okanagan over Highland, Omak over Bridgeport, Tonasket beat Warden, Pateris over Orville in soccer 12-1. Can't forget about Wenatchee Wild. Good start for the Wenatchee Wild. 14 different players had either an assist or a goal. They beat the Thunderbirds 7-1 in the opening night at the Town Toyota Center on Saturday night. Maddox McCarthy had a hat trick. They will host the Spokane Chiefs Friday at 7 o'clock. And those are just some of the games that people are playing.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.